never slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Everybody stand by. Industry is in the house.
If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Here he is, the controversial but legendary BDB.
I wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate.
Make way for the king.
If I got vendetta against people who patented being negative.
Another Mike and Mike production. In 3, 2, 1, 0.
Here we go, baby.
Welcome to Cigar Hustlers Podcast, episode 365, recorded live at the Mike and Mike production studio in Deltona, Florida. This is the Cigar Hustlers Podcast, the show where cigars, business, and life collide. Join your hosts, Mike Stepankevich and Mike Palmer, as they bring you unfiltered takes on the cigar industry, insider stories, and a whole lot of laughs. Sit back, light up, and enjoy the hustle. And announcing, I am Boots, your sound and video engineer.
That's it.
That's it.
I am Boots.
I am Boots.
Yes, that was the end of the thing.
We've officially moved him to Boots.
Actually, we've gotten rid of Phil. We fired Phil. We couldn't deal with him
Phil's
any longer.
gone. Yeah, Phil's gone.
We had to get rid of Phil.
Or officially
We brought
have
Boots over from the Patreon show.
Welcome to the Cigar Hustler Podcast, the show brought to you commercial free.
But a massive shout out to our amazing patrons on Patreon.
Thanks to your unwavering support, we're able to deliver unfiltered, unbiased opinions on all the things cigars and personalities in the cigar world.
Your backing makes it possible for us to keep it real for our listeners. Cheers to you.
If you would like to become a Patreon member, go to www.patreon.com and search the Cigar Hustler Podcast.
Before we get into things,
Yes?
I do want to say that we got a soccer event this Friday.
Yes.
It's a private dinner.
Tell the camera.
It's a private dinner.
Hello.
And we have only one ticket left.
Oh, applause.
Oh, God.
Oh, now I miss,
Why did you catch me like that?
now I miss Phil. Can you turn the sound effects down a smidge there, Boots? He'll get the hang of it.
Like,
he's not done the show before.
Like that?
There you go.
There you go.
better. Okay.
And same with the music in the beginning. You have to bring it down a little bit when you start talking, like Phil used to.
It's his first time.
I know, but I'm just correcting him as we go.
Yeah.
If I don't tell him, he won't know.
It's true.
No problem.
So we're very excited about the soccer event. It's going to be a private event. We're going to have steak. We're going to do a podcast.
There's broccoli. There's a potato. Some kind of.
Foods, I got acid and I got cocaine.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's that stuff too. It's all there. It's on a buffet. It's a
That-
type of buffet thing.
That's too low now.
Yeah, now it's too low.
But yeah,
It was just the music you got to bring.
I'm excited about doing a little bit of the podcast action.
Yes, and there will be a one of our special shows you will do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is this first time that it's not in the studio?
No.
You guys tried doing that one down Smoke on the Water that didn't ever see.
It
the light
wasn't
of day.
super successful.
It was the bit. No, it's
There was no
online,
video.
eh?
There was no video.
We had no video.
Had no video.
It was a bit of a train wreck.
It was, to be honest, it was the fault of the Wi-Fi there and the cameras we used at the time.
Yeah.
They had to have Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
Right.
we're getting better.
Certainly, everything's an upgrade here.
We got some new
upgrades.
We got some new things coming in for the following year. We're very
Yeah,
excited
some
about.
big announcements for 2025. Big announcements.
We got some upgrades.
Oh, I got some stuff to talk about on the other show.
Oh, on the Patreon.
Yes.
Oh, you have Patreon content.
I have some Patreon content, yes, that I sent you, but you did not answer the text message, so I don't know if you saw it or not. So don't bring it up now.
I'm sorry.
That's fine, whatever, you know. I'm just working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and apparently you take weekends off.
Yeah, I just I'm just resting on my laurels.
Yep, just sitting around doing nothing.
Mhm.
Painting your
100%.
house, spray washing stuff or something, I don't know.
Yeah, coaching.
Painting.
Yeah, well. You got paint on you
No
today?
days
No
off.
tattoos or
No,
anything?
no paint.
No, you're
paint.
done, right?
Did you get a mani-pedi and get all the paint off?
No mani-pedi. No, I still got to do some touch-up work, which I'm hoping that'll happen this weekend. So we'll see how that goes.
All
right, you ready? Let's go.
Jay-Z is accused in a civil lawsuit of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000, along with Sean Diddy Combs.
Man, they got him.
Yeah, they got him with the baby oil. Probably baby oil. Jay-Z, the star rapper and entrepreneur whose real name is Sean Carter, was accused in a lawsuit Sunday of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000. So wait, so now 23 years later, so now she's 34 years old?
Yeah.
Allegedly, along with Sean Diddy Combs, the anonymous accuser identified as Jane Doe, said the assault happened after she was driven to an MTV Music Awards after party. All right, there's more information about the thing, but who lets their daughter go to an MTV after party?
I think that there's several roads that you can go down.
Right.
You didn't ask me how I felt about it.
I'm not done talking. No, I don't.
Well, you asked the question.
You know, I think there should be a pause.
How do you feel about
It just
that?
seems awkward for me to make a statement and go, how do you feel about that, Michael?
Okay, whatever you want. Whatever you want to do, Mike.
So if you start talking, I'll stop talking.
Okay. So
So you want to try again?
How do you feel about that?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
So what do you think about how is this young lady allowed at 13 years old to go to the MTV after party at the Music Awards?
Well, there's obviously some questions there as far as parenting, right?
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, of course. But that doesn't make anything else that has happened allegedly okay.
No, it doesn't make it any less horrific. No. And we have actual details of the alleged attack.
Really?
Oh, yes, it's terrible. It's just terrible.
Look,
It's detailed?
As detailed, yes.
Wow.
I mean, we don't have the doll where you go, where did you touch you, but it's pretty detailed.
He did it.
it's pretty graphic.
They got
Right.
details. He did it.
Yeah.
You know, well, look,
Well, she's 34 years old. She's going after money.
you think so?
Wow.
Well, it's mentioned in the article. Yeah, there's a payout because it's a civil suit at this point.
Right.
So there's no criminal
Right, because
charges.
it's he said, she said.
Listen, I think that's really hard. There's this poor girl, if something has happened to her, like there's no way of really, there's no justification for it.
No, not at all.
Right.
Especially at that age.
But now,
Not that it would be okay at any age.
right. Now, but to make matters worse, okay, so Diddy he's done, right?
Yeah, right.
He's never going to
He's
see
in
the light.
holding.
He's never going to see the light of day.
No.
Right? Okay. Now you just pulled Jay-Z into this.
Yeah.
Right. And they have said there's other people that we're going to be speaking to as this progresses.
Yeah.
So apparently he's first on the list.
Well, that's a huge. You just went to the top of the list, as far as I'm concerned. That's a big name to go after.
Well, if
Yeah.
you're going after money, where are you going?
Well, you better be able to prove it because that guy will hammer you back without question. If he is,
Billions.
Right. He has the money to pay for a legal team. Yes.
well, if he believes that he's innocent,
Sure.
if he didn't do anything,
Sure.
he is not gonna lay down in this scenario. He's going to go on full attack, and he's gonna embarrass the attorney, and he's gonna make everybody look really dumb if he didn't do anything.
Well, how do you prove this after 23 years?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that there's some kind of proof.
Well, if you have the details, you said we'll talk about that later, right?
Well, we're about to get into that, but it's details from the young lady. It's
Maybe
not-
they make sense.
Not like, I mean, it's perfectly logical situation how it happened. Here,
Okay.
let's get into that.
Well, first of all, if it happened, I'm willing to bet that Diddy has everything recorded, right?
Right.
And if everything's been recorded, then it's all under federal yada yada, right? They already have those videos.
Well, if he kept it for 23 years, I'm sure. I mean, back then it would have been a VCR tape, and
no.
Yeah, he probably Hillaried all of it anyways.
23 years ago, do you think there was a VCR involved? No way, buddy.
I don't
There's
know.
hard drives. There's all that stuff.
Yeah, but is he an idiot to keep a video of?
Yeah, Palmer, this is 2024.
The whole purpose of the
No, it's 24 years later.
the whole purpose of him doing the things that he did was to have leverage on people.
Oh no, he participated.
Yeah, I understand that. But
That's
if
what
he
he's
has,
saying.
but if there's video content, if it exists, if it's
Right.
actually a thing, then there would be something for Jay-Z, right? There would be some type of documentation that Diddy would hold against him,
Blackmail.
right? Exactly.
Well, yes, but why would Diddy come forward with it? I mean, he's implicated in the crime.
He doesn't have the video anymore.
That's what I'm saying. So she cannot get a video of the thing happening because it doesn't exist any longer.
But
Well-
they have to investigate it.
The federal government would have it.
No, it's a civil trial. They don't have to investigate it.
Oh, okay.
The federal government would have those videos.
If he kept it, yes.
Right.
Okay, let me get into the details and then
Okay.
there's
You go. You're getting angry.
We didn't
no,
even get
no, I'm
into
getting
the
angry,
stake
but
yet.
I don't think you understand. I don't see why Diddy would keep a video where he is also guilty.
He doesn't necessarily have the video of him, but maybe he has a video of Jay-Z.
He's in the whole entire thing, unless he has Martin Scorsese there shooting and doing cutback from different cameras.
So now we're pulling Scorsese into this.
Just someone of his level. This is not a hidden camera up in the corner and
This
then he
level.
edits himself out because then it's right here. Don't pay attention right here. Right here is where it got scrambled and there's nobody in. Don't pay attention to that guy that kind of looks like me walking in.
No, that's my double.
Okay.
That's my double.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime. All right, we'll get all this back. Where is the actual details? All right, here we go. The lawsuit says a friend dropped her off at the VMAs at Radio City Music Hall. She did not have a ticket, and she approached various limousine drivers to try and gain access to the show or an after party. 13-year-old girl.
Okay.
One driver, the lawsuit says, told her that he worked for Combs and that she fit what Diddy was looking for, in parentheses.
Oh.
He invited her to the after party, to the party after in the show, and told her to return to his car later in the evening after he transported Carter and Combs, the suit says. Later, the driver picked her up, the suit says, and after 20 minutes, they arrived at a white house with a U-shaped driveway, the suit says. Suit says. She had to sign a document she believed was a non-disclosure agreement on arrival.
Oh.
And she did not receive a copy to enter the party, which the suit says was filled with celebrities and people doing marijuana and cocaine.
Okay.
She was offered a drink that made her feel woozy.
Houston, we have a problem.
It's one of his favorite buttons.
Lightheaded and felt like she needed to lie down, the suit says. And she went into a room to rest. Some random room, apparently, where a camera was set up, Michael.
Of course.
Shortly afterwards, the suit says Combs and Carter entered the room with Combs saying, "You are ready to party."
Can we stop here just for 1 second?
Certainly.
Do you know who just walked in the room? If you're 13 years old at that time, and those guys are the biggest rap stars of that era.
Right.
I mean, I know obviously what's about to happen is not good, but that's just crazy, man.
She's drugged.
She's drugged.
Oh.
She went in this room to lay down.
There's that.
There's that. Well, there's that small problem. I don't think she jumped and went, "Hi, Sean Diddy and Bruin," whoever, Clarence Carter or whoever he is.
Clarence Carter.
I don't know who these people are.
That's
a lot of people
Jay-Z,
there.
can we say Jay-Z? What'd you call
That's
him?
a blues guy.
Sean Carter.
Clarence Carter. Oh, my God.
We have to get you a Sean Carter shirt.
That's when she alleges Carter removed her clothes, held her down, and raped her while Combs and an unnamed female celebrity
there's more.
watched. She says Combs also raped her as Carter and the woman looked on. Apparently this woman just likes to watch.
So they could be out of view of the camera.
No.
I'm just saying.
Carter raped her. And then
Allegedly.
And then Diddy raped her, allegedly.
Right.
So how is he out of the frame now? Because
No, he's talking about the other one.
The clip beforehand could just show
the one.
Sean.
Well, maybe he's in the clip from the watching. He was in the stands,
just saying.
viewing, chanting him on. Go.
Well, Jay-Z's already come out and stated that this is all bullshit and it's a money grab.
They both have. Yeah. They both have. The suit says that she was able. Oh, hold on. Watch. Then she says Combs also raped her as Carter and the woman looked on. The suit says that she was able to resist being forced to perform oral sex on Combs by hitting him in the neck, and then he stopped.
Got it.
After the alleged assault, the suit says she grabbed her clothes and left. She made her way to a gas station where she called her father. It says the accuser is seeking unspecified damages. The lawsuit is filed under New York Victims of Gender-Motivated Violence Protection Act.
Okay.
What do you think about that, Michael?
Gender, what else?
See, it's kind of weird.
What do I think about that? I mean, it's going to be interesting to see where it goes and develops because I don't know, what's going to be the truth, right?
Well, I mean, it's 20-something years ago. I don't know how you prove this.
Obviously, the attorney believes that he has something to prove.
Well, she's probably hoping there's a payout, and this is, she doesn't even have to go all the way through.
But would an attorney take the case if he thought that there was nothing there?
Well, they had the driver.
Well, if they can find the driver, she said there was a driver. I'm sure there's some sort of employment.
Oh, I thought you said the
record.
driver had made a statement.
No. Well, the driver told her.
Oh, okay.
Allegedly.
I feel like he doesn't listen.
I'm trying to listen to just 20 people in
Too
this
much-
whole
Too
story.
Much, yeah, there's too much going on. Let's say you're the father, though, and you pick up your daughter at a gas station, half drugged, maybe possibly holding her clothes, and says she'd been raped. I'm burning the place down. I mean, I don't care what happens at that point.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, but look.
Not like you pick her up, take her home, and go, it'll be fine.
Yeah, but realistically, you're not letting your 13-year-old daughter out.
Well, I'm not. Right. Oh, I see what you're saying.
So,
So he's not like he's father of the year to start with.
Correct.
I gotcha. That's
Correct.
true.
Maybe she doesn't have a father.
Yeah, maybe not even.
She said her father picked her up. You're right. He does not listen to the stories at all.
Right.
She could be lying.
That's right. She made her way to a gas station where she called her father. It says.
She was drugged. How does she know?
There you go.
Maybe she just called an Uber.
Yeah.
Who knows? Just
All right.
Oob, because it was 20 years ago. They hadn't got the Ur part yet.
All right, what do you got next?
Daniel Penny
Yes.
was not at the house He was not there. He had nothing to do with this.
Oh, boy.
He was acquitted of criminally negligent homicide after a more serious manslaughter charge was also dismissed. So he was just...
So this is the next part. This is the next news article.
You said, what do I have next?
Yeah.
I went to the next story.
Okay. Not even a headline, though. You just said
there's no
Daniel
headline.
Penny.
Daniel Penny acquitted of... That was the headline.
Okay.
He was acquitted of criminally negligent homicide after a more serious manslaughter charge was also dismissed.
Got it.
That's the headline.
Okay.
Very long headline.
Continue.
How do you feel about that?
You feel...
Oh, my God.
Oh, let's see. Where's it at?
The painstaking growing pains of this podcast.
A Manhattan jury found Daniel Penny not guilty of criminally negligent homicide Monday in the death of Jordan Neely on a New York City subway last year. Penny also previously faced a more serious second-degree manslaughter charge, but Judge Maxwell Wiley dismissed it Friday at the request of the prosecutor's office. Jurors twice told the court they could not come to a verdict on the count. So it was a hung jury.
Okay.
So apparently, just to give you a little background on this story because people might not understand.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
Okay. He's on the subway. Subway's full of people.
Right.
This guy gets on the subway and he starts yelling, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I don't care if I die. Throws his jacket down, throws his bag down.
Okay.
Starts yelling and screaming at the other guest. I don't know what they're called on a train.
Travelers?
Passengers.
Yeah.
The other
Transients.
passengers. No, they weren't transients. They were... He may be a transient. We're just not going to listen to him.
We just had this whole conversation on not over speaking
talking.
people.
He's yelling out stuff from over there.
No one's asked me how I feel about it.
So anyway, the guy's getting violent. This former Marine jumps on the guy's back. He's a white guy. The guy yelling and screaming is a black guy, which they say was racially motivated. It's the only reason I bring that up.
Gotcha.
Okay. He starts choking the guy and brings the guy to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Guy won't hold still. He's still choking. The guy stops moving. He holds him another minute or so, and then he lets go, and the guy's dead.
Like, oh, no.
Right.
Like, oh, no.
Oh, no, I've done killed the man on the train.
Okay.
So there's no self-defense, but there was something where he was protecting the other people. So anyway, he got off.
Okay.
So now the only person that seems to be upset is the guy's father that died, obviously.
I mean...
Everybody, the crowd, the jury, or not the jury, but the courtroom erupted in cheers and applause when the guy got his not guilties.
Right.
And everybody's happy except for the one guy.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It seems like we're missing something in the story because a guy doesn't just go in and say, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, and I'm prepared to die. That just doesn't, those three statements don't just...
Well, he's
really
mentally, he had some type of mental disability.
Okay.
So he's probably wound up before he got on the train.
Right.
So he gets on the train, starts yelling and screaming, and starts antagonizing the passengers.
Okay.
So then the guy went to restrain him.
Yeah.
Not intending to kill him. Chokehold might have been a little bit extreme.
Okay.
Allegedly.
I mean, do you know like the difference between a regular chokehold? Like you can take a guy, cut off the blood to their brain,
right,
and knock them out.
Correct, but then you have to let go.
Right.
Because if you don't, apparently they die.
Yeah. Look,
so that was the problem.
I'm not condoning either thing here. I'm just simply stating that, like, I don't know, like, how do you? I just have questions. Things just don't. Sometimes the math ain't math in here, right? Like,
right. Sure.
I could see that you could knock out the guy. I could see that. I could see,
He's a trained Marine. I doubt they are trained in, just choke till he passes out.
I mean, that's a good point. That's a good point.
So there's got to be. First, I applaud the guy for protecting the other people.
Of course.
Okay, whatever. But there has to be some point where the guy stops moving and you don't keep holding on.
Right. He's a Marine, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't trained to not kill somebody.
Yeah, he's not Navy military.
Yeah, he's not Navy.
Yeah.
He was a Marine.
Yeah.
What makes a grass grow? Blood, blood, blood.
Oh, is that the same?
That's what they say.
He saw that in the movie.
No.
In the Navy, it was like, what makes it grow? Suntan lotion, suntan lotion, suntan lotion.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
There's applause in the courtroom as a not guilty verdict was read aloud. Penny locked eyes with the members of the juries that acquitted him, nodding his thanks. A smile was visible on his face. Neely's father, who was present in the courtroom for the verdict, was escorted out of the courtroom after an audible outburst from must have been swearing, cussing. Better be careful. That's what happened to his son there.
Right.
Choke him out there. The jury deliberated for just over an hour on the criminally negligent homicide charge. On the second-degree manslaughter charge, they deliberated for 16 hours for telling the judge they were deadlocked. At that point, they just dismissed
They acquitted him.
Well, no, they dismissed the charge.
Ah, got it.
The prosecutor said, just let him go.
It's fine. It's fine.
We don't care anymore.
Just carry him out.
After all that, the prosecutor says,
you know what?
He's good.
Right. Right, exactly. That's what the judge was dismissed Friday at the request of the prosecutor. After juries told the court they could not come to, we can't decide.
Okay.
And the prosecutor goes, just let him go.
I mean, look, I understand why they couldn't decide. It's a tough call. That could go either way,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And it's all kind of speculative. It's all hearsay as to how everything went down.
Well, yeah, because you don't have the other party that was there.
Yeah, it's a tough. Well, there are other people that were. I'm sure that were.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misread that.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
He didn't say he wanted to die. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I don't care if you die.
Got it.
So now it becomes a threat.
Oh, it's intent.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Now it's a threat.
So yeah, that would be self-defense.
How do you feel about that?
Well, it's
Boots?
self-defense.
Oh,
if
it's
he
intent.
Hold on, if he yelled at Boots and told Boots he didn't care if Boots died, and Boots choked him, it's self-defense.
Right.
If he yells at Boots and tells Boots he don't care if Boots dies, and I choke him,
Right.
is that that's not self-defense?
Sure. I mean, well, you're not self-defense, but you're
That's some type of stand your ground thing.
you're defending it.
Yeah, self-defense and defense of others.
I mean, if like if there's a situation going on and somebody says, "Hey, I'm going to kill you," and they're pointing at you, and I'm in the room,
Right.
I'm not going to. Ooh, let me get some popcorn. You know what I mean? I'm not going to stand.
Let's see how Palmer handles
Yeah.
that.
I hope he gets
Everybody
them.
sit down.
Ooh. This
We
guy
have to replace him on the show.
This guy just said he's going to kill Palmer. Well, Okay. So yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Ooh, several minutes of the chokehold were captured on bystander video that spread widely and has been played repeatedly.
Oh, now there's video.
There's video. There's always video.
World star.
Of course.
Always video. See if you can find some of that for your thing.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Okay. What do you think about that, Michael?
I pretty much said how I think.
Oh,
about
okay.
all
So
of it.
we're just gonna move on.
Yeah.
The Golden Globes nominations have been announced.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, you want the next story?
How do you feel about that?
Here's what I want to
How
know.
do you feel about that?
I want to know best motion picture.
Best motion picture drama.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I've heard of one of these movies.
Okay, let's go.
The Brutalist.
Boots, have you heard of The Brutalist?
Nope.
How do you feel about that?
Nope.
How do you feel about that?
A Complete Unknown,
Nope.
which is how the movie is, because we have no idea what
It's
it is.
complete unknown.
Conclave.
Nope.
Dune Part 2. Ding, ding,
Oh, we
ding.
love that one. That's a
we
good
love
one.
that one.
Yeah.
That one's going to win. That's the one's going to
We've
win.
all seen that one.
Nickel Boys.
Nope.
No.
Half as good as Dime Boys, I heard.
I figured that was going to be the line.
And something called September 5th. No idea
Nope.
what that is.
Okay.
Music and comedy. I've not heard of those. None of. Oh, Wicked. Okay, I had heard of Wicked.
That's so funny that there's 5 there and only one of them was seen. And I'm going to tell you right now, Dune Part 2, this is a decent movie, but I'm not like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, greatest movie of the year.
Yeah, but
Drama.
he wins in a landslide because nobody's seen the other ones.
I think Dune always gets in, though, because it's so elaborately made.
Right.
It's a lot of work to do a Dune movie.
Yeah.
It's not like Wicked, where they're just wearing green makeup and dancing around a lot. I mean, there's a lot that goes on with Dune people.
That's what you think Wicked's all about? Just the green makeup and dancing around?
Sure, I saw the previews.
And that's
The Wicked Witch and the Good Witch are friends. They grow up in witch school.
It's
And
a prequel.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
prequel.
yeah.
Not even a flying monkey in the whole movie.
Yeah.
Not a
and,
single flying monkey.
No.
Single flying monkey.
and not even the great Oz.
He's in there.
Yeah, he's in there, but he's just so-so Oz at this point.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, the funny part is the animated movies, I've heard of almost all of these.
Okay, let's hear him.
Flow, Inside Out 2,
Yes.
Memoir of a Snail. I'm not sure what that is.
Never seen that.
Okay.
Moana 2,
Yes.
Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Mixed Foul.
They made a new Wallace and Gromit?
Yeah, see, everybody's heard of that.
Vengeance most foul.
What'd I say?
Mick Foul.
Oh, okay. And The Wild Robot.
Okay.
I haven't seen that yet, but I've seen the preview.
Oh.
So what do you think?
What's going to win?
Yeah.
Well, since The Rock is in Moana 2, I'm going to go with Inside Out.
Wow.
That's again. You continue to attack The Rock on this show.
hope he calls us.
Until he comes on the show.
He's
Yeah.
not. Okay.
Tag him in the videos.
Ching, ching.
Because he is on TikTok. I looked.
Invite to collaborate.
Yeah, there you go. Invite him to collaborate. He'll come in here and yell at me.
Okay, just give me the cinematic and box office achievement, and then we'll move on.
Okay, because we've heard of all of those.
Yes.
Alien Romulus.
Uh-huh.
Beetlejuice.
Uh-huh.
Can't say the third time he shows up. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yes.
Gladiator 2, which I heard is bad. I heard it's a bad movie. Inside Out 2, the cartoon. Twisters, I saw on TV. I've watched it twice. I like the remake better than the original.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
Wicked, again, the dancing and the green.
Yeah. No
and The Wild Robot.
Okay.
Why do they have a non-English language motion picture thing? Because I guess it's not an American.
Yeah.
Golden Globe. Who decides the Golden Globes? Is that people?
You know what? We do.
People voted?
I have no
How
idea.
How do you feel about that, Boots? Did you vote?
I like Gladiator too.
Oh, there you go.
If you didn't see the trailers for Gladiator 2 and think this is going to be a terrible movie, I don't know what to tell you.
Have
what I'm
either
saying.
one of you seen it yet?
No, I'm not going to watch it unless it comes on cable
I saw
or
it.
whatever it is somewhere.
Yeah.
You saw it?
It was good.
You loved it?
You loved it. Thought it was great.
Well, remember the bad thing about number 2 is that it's still following the story. It's the
Right.
real story.
Right now, it's the
It's the real
lady who helped him
history.
son. Right, is the star of this one.
This
So
stuff
in the-
really happened.
No, it didn't.
Are you serious?
Hold on
You
a
seriously
sec.
believe that?
Do you think Russell Crowe was in
You
it?
seriously believe
We're
that?
not using phones anymore. You got to put your phone down. No more phones
he can
allowed on
check.
this set.
He can
Oh.
check.
I can fact check it.
So the storyline of this one is the lady from the first one is in the second one,
Okay.
and her son is the gladiator this time,
Okay.
and he is Russell Crowe's son from the first movie.
Oh.
So what are the odds?
Interesting.
So what are the odds? Your dad gets captured, thrown into slavery, ends up being a gladiator. Oops! Look at it happen to you too.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right.
So it's just not believable. But
Right.
apparently it's very factual. If you
Very
ask Boots.
factual to
Yeah.
him. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Apparently Denzel Washington was in history somewhere as a black man who owned a bunch of slaves.
Okay, so will you read the fact that it's not a true story out loud, please, to confirm? So
Gladiator 2 is a fictionalized account of the ancient Roman Empire, but it does incorporate some real world events and characters.
Well, yeah, they used some of the names.
Yeah.
There was really Julius Caesar.
Yeah.
The two that took over?
No, I'm sure some of the names are the.
The two that took over.
I don't know what he's talking about there.
Yeah, me neither. What are you talking about?
Geta and Carcala or whatever.
Yeah,
That's what they're-
Carcarlo.
Those are the real people.
The actual
just-
people?
Those were the real co-emperors.
They just pulled names.
Right.
The tyrannical co-emperors.
But
Right. But the actual. I'm sorry. How do you feel about that?
No,
one?
you're good. Go ahead.
The actual story though is fictitious.
Yeah.
Just these two guys were terrible people. Let's make them do something bad to this guy.
I like that.
But there wasn't really sharks. I know
You
that.
know what? Superman was real too,
Yeah.
based on true actual story.
Actual
He's a
events.
real guy,
Krypton.
but he died.
Okay, so what do you think's going to win the best cinematic
Oh, where am I at?
motion picture?
It's probably gonna be Deadpool. It's very popular. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Boots?
I don't think Deadpool wins.
What do you think wins?
This is cinematic and box office achievement. It is the biggest R-rated movie in history or something, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's also controversial.
Box office achievement.
What do you think wins?
I don't see.
I like either. I don't know. It's a toss-up for me. Gladiator 2 or Twisters.
I don't see how the cartoon Inside Out 2 goes up against any of these
I don't
live
like-
action.
No, I don't think that one
They
will
just
be
lit
as a
close.
box. We need one that the cartoony thing. We need one of
They got
those.
Wild Robot on there too, though.
Yeah, but that's about robots. It's
I'm
different.
going to tell you right
I've seen
now,
that one yet.
if Deadpool Wolverine doesn't win, it's completely rigged.
We
You
could-
didn't like Twisters?
I didn't watch it. I wasn't even interested. The only movie here that I was really interested in watching, Deadpool Wolverine. Alien Romulus, I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I'll catch that.
Yeah, I might watch that one Saturday
Yeah.
morning or something.
Beetlejuice, why you got to mess with Beetlejuice?
I heard it was bad, but it's on in HBO now. I might watch it just to
Okay.
watch it.
Right, because it's there.
Right.
It was a little weird, but it was like Ghostbusters. Like you had to cry at the end kind of thing.
He's hardly in it. I understand.
Yeah, he's only in it for like maybe 20 seconds.
Same scenario. It's like Michael Jackson's Thriller. Just don't touch it, man. Just leave it alone.
Right? Yeah.
It was an epic movie for its time. We didn't have to bring it back. Gladiator 2. Gladiator 1, one of the greatest movies of all time.
Sure.
Yes.
Right.
Why are we making... We're talking about ridiculous sequels here. Twisters.
Right.
It's a remake. Even if it's good.
No.
It's a remake of a movie.
Yeah. Really, only thing that's the same is the character names. Other than that, it's a completely different story.
Yeah.
Other than it had tornadoes.
Well, no, I thought she was like the daughter of whoever.
No.
And it was based on actual event.
Yeah, based on actual events.
Yeah,
Right.
actual Twisters.
Right. Yeah, the Cat 5 tornado was wiped out by a rain cloud.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, we're at 30 minutes already. We're
All right,
just in all sorts of.
let's-
We're not even a cigar show anymore.
Let's keep rolling here.
It's one of the things. That's one of the surprises. We are not a cigar show anymore.
Yes, we are.
We're at 28. We're good.
Okay,
29.
best performance by female actor.
No, you can skip that. We're done with...
we're
yeah.
done with this altogether.
Give me the Chiefs.
Oh, but Zendaya's up for something.
Who cares? We're moving on.
All right, hold on. We're skipping that story altogether. Chiefs beat the Chargers on a walk-off field goal to clinch AFC West. Kansas City Chiefs clinched their 9th straight AFC West championship Sunday night, but none. Oh, you dropped that.
I did.
None of the first. How do you feel about dropping that?
Dude, now it's blocked on me.
I can't yell out the password.
Yeah.
All right, this last story. Championship Sunday night, but none of the first 8 were quite like this one. The 12-1 Chiefs had yet another game. 12 wins and 1 loss. Sorry.
Right.
Chiefs had yet another game come down to the finish, and it always so far is the most unusual of the seasons. They made the play to win it. Third-string kicker Matthew Wright, a replacement for the 2 injured players, made a 31-yard field goal as time ran out to allow the Chiefs to beat the Los Angeles Chargers 19-17.
Yeah.
Ooh, they squeaked by, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Afterward, the Chiefs wore their AFC West Championship hats and T-shirts, as they always do after clinching division. They don't even, they always just bring them now.
Yeah, they're just there.
They always have them. Other than that, nothing has felt familiar. The Chiefs might well see the Chargers on another division rival, the Denver Broncos, in the playoffs this time around. You want to know a quote from Patrick Mahomes?
Sure.
Our first goal every single year to win is to win the AFC West, and it's a great division, quarterback Patrick Mahomes said. We're in a lot of rivalries where everybody's played each other tough, and 3 teams are going to probably make the playoffs. That speaks to the division that we play in.
Right.
It was an important game for us. We found a way to get a win, but now we got to keep building. We want to get our ultimate goal.
Yeah, this is set up for them to just fall completely on their faces, I think.
You keep saying that.
It's really good.
They're just barely winning.
Yeah, the field goal kick.
Win's a win.
The field goal kick.
Yes.
The field goal kick.
Yes.
It dunked off the interior of the goal and then went inside.
Oh, so just barely.
And it was like a 20.
A win's a win.
It was a 20-yard chip in.
Third string kicker.
And?
He never sees any even practice time. They say, sit down. Coach, I need to practice. Sit down. You're third string. You're never going to get to play.
This is going to end in a bad fashion for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Keep saying that.
Mark my words.
You keep saying that.
I am.
All right. I'm telling you, keep saying that.
I'm going to.
Stop interrupting me, Michael. I didn't ask you how you feel yet.
Okay.
We're playing some really good football teams that are trying to get themselves into the playoffs, so they're going to be hungry and attacking, and so we've got to make sure we keep doing it.
Oh.
The win over the Chargers was the 6th for the Chiefs this season, to be decided on the last play. Reed said that gave this year's division championship a different feeling.
Okay. We're done with this article. We've already talked about it.
There's another quote.
No, who cares?
They have so many tight games.
We're moving on.
All right, Phil's trending facts. Or, I'm sorry, Boots' trending facts.
Oh.
Is that it?
Nope.
Nope.
No, that's the Patreon.
That's
club.
Patreon.
Does it still say Phil?
Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, I didn't change that yet.
Welcome the Cigar Hustlers podcast feature, Phil's Fun
Boots.
Facts.
Hello, people. All right. A woman known as the Haktua girl is now facing accusations that her cryptocurrency, which launched Wednesday, was part of a so-called pump and dump scam.
There it is, pump and dump.
Haley Welch went viral after a social media video containing an off-the-cuff sex tip boosted her to internet fame. Welch quit her job at a spring factory after the video took off, launched a podcast, and made endorsement deals off her viral image. Wow, that's a tongue twister.
Words.
Welch.
I like words.
Words are hard.
Welch had also become involved in the world of cryptocurrency, including Bitcoin, that led her to launch of her own cryptocurrency, a meme coin, based on her own viral success. $Hawk launched on the blockchain platform Solana with promises it complied with security laws. The coin exploded by 900% during initial trading, with market capitalization nearing $500 million,
What?
according to Dex Screener.
$500 million?
How did you get famous? I spit on wieners. Now I have $9 billion.
She didn't spit on wieners. She talked about spitting on wieners.
But then the price collapsed by roughly 95%, wiping out retail investors within hours.
Whatever that guy's name was.
Earlier this year, the Solana exchange saw a spike in similar celebrity tokens, most of which also quickly plummeted in value, according to CoinDesk. There are hundreds of tokens of Solana as of Friday, most valued in fractions of a cent, with names including Santa and Pizza Guy.
Oh.
However, the abrupt fall of $Hawk has led to allegations of a pump and dump scheme or rug pull, where developers promote a crypto project to raise money before liquidating their assets and walking away. Critics have alleged there is evidence of insiders on the project getting rid of their investments for large amounts and buyers known as snipers coming in and buying up the bulk of available coins to sell for instant profit. The publication Cointelegraph found one crypto wallet.
We just apparently there's a lot of information that we don't really understand anyway, so we'll just...
So now they're calling guys who get basically tips and invest a whole bunch of money and make money snipers?
Yes, according to the article.
I just feel like those are guys that just got a hunch and made some money.
It's a new term for insider trading. Now they're called snipers.
So now you're not allowed to make money.
Well, the only way you can
Not
get
with
away
insider information.
The only way you can get away with that is to be called a politician.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, certainly.
If not, you're evil.
Right. So apparently there's a possibility of pressing charges against the young lady.
Well, I mean, you know what? Here's what's happened. Obviously, there's been some big notoriety with this girl.
Sure.
Right. And then people have got a hold of her and...
Oh, yeah, she didn't figure this out by herself.
Yeah, and she said, how do I make as much money as I possibly can? And she has.
Right.
Right?
She's from a spring factory. It's not like she was some genius just sitting around.
Right.
You know, when I talk about a wiener, next thing you know, I got billions of dollars.
I think at this point, she's going to be in trouble. I think she's gone too far.
I think so, too. Yeah. I think this is, she's going to take the fall for the snipers on this thing.
I don't know if she takes a fall because the other people that are involved are definitely going to get hit.
But they're the rich people and the politicians.
I don't think that that's the case here.
So you think somebody like us figured out, here's what we're going to do?
Here's where yeah.
Well, there was no real evidence that she did it on purpose in that whole article.
I think it's some kind of sleazy
You
use.
probably didn't get to that part.
We just talked about not running people over. Talk.
Did I run him over? I'm sorry. I thought I made a comment after he finished talking.
Okay.
I'm sorry. How do you feel about that?
I feel like I'm going to kill you. I have to stop saying that.
Yeah, you do, because if I actually die, guess who's going to jail?
Yeah.
Oh, this show is going to be bananas right here.
All his fault.
This show is already bananas.
All his fault.
I don't think that she's going to be to blame. I think that there's going to be people above her, but they're going to be kind of like sleazy used car salesman type people.
I think she takes the fall for all the sleazy car salesmen.
Really?
I think they've had her sign papers where this is all her, nothing but her, and so help her. Whatever.
Yeah, but she'll get some. I mean, this is federal. This is real time. This is
Right.
not like she's going to spend 364 days in jail.
Yeah, but she goes to a white collar place though, where she's eating
Spit on everything,
drinking lattes, and eating stuff on toast. I can't think of the green avocado on toast.
Right.
Yeah, I mean she's
so she's going to go hang out with Diddy.
Yeah, no, Diddy's in the pen. Diddy's in serious jail stuff now. Yeah.
She would be in federal penitentiary.
Yeah, but she's going to white girl federal penitentiary.
Oh, there's a gender. There's a
White girl.
White collar crime stuff. Yes, she's going to go to that where it's more like a country club.
That's where the white girls go.
It's where the fancy white girls
It's in California.
go.
It's called Valley Girl Penitentiary.
Right, the place where they sent the girl from crap. Now I can't think of the show.
Yeah. Mean Girls.
No, with they had the two the twins and
Parent Trap.
No, not that, but no, it's a TV show.
Cody and
with Danny Tanner.
Jake.
Danny Tanner was the dad, and then,
Full House.
Thank you, Full House. Where the lady from
We're
Full
just going
House
through all
went.
of them.
Yeah, we'll get to it eventually.
Because you know you're in trouble.
What?
What?
No, the lady from Full House went to white collar prison for that thing she did with her daughter getting into
Becky.
college. Becky went.
Oh, not white girl prison?
Yeah, she was a white girl that went to prison.
Okay, but so it's white collar prisons or white girl prison?
White collar. Sorry, I misspoke.
White collar. Oh,
white collar.
Okay.
She's going to that prison.
Very nice.
Where their cantina is a Starbucks.
Here comes the hate mail.
Nice.
I want to get hate
Well,
mail.
look, you know what? Here's what's really kind of fascinating that you guys aren't really speaking about is the fact that digital currency is definitely now on the uptick again.
Right.
Right. And the unfortunate part is that there is no government framework for that digital currency. So what happens? You have people that are taking advantage of the situations and ripping people off left and right. Until there's some type of framework for the digital currency in the U.S. market, that's going to continue to happen. Now, you're a complete fucking idiot if you decided that the Haktua currency was going to be a smart fucking investment. Right?
This is the one. I have a feeling.
Yeah,
Right?
but
This is it.
Those guys that probably invested, a lot of those people were like the AMC people. Like, it's flood it and pull out.
Well, that's the pump and dump.
Okay, but there are still yes, but unfortunately for that to work out, some people had to get stuck holding the bag. So if you're playing that game, you know that potentially you're going to be stuck holding that bag. You're out of your mind to invest in the Haktua girl's currency.
Right. I'm sure she has fans. I mean, she has to for it to have gotten to this point. So the fans are the ones stuck holding the bag.
Correct.
Right.
Okay. Glad that we determined that.
Yeah, they actually have, so when you guys told me to stop reading, it says that it isn't clear what penalties Welch or others behind the hot coin would face. So they don't really have anything against them. They probably released a news clipping thing, right? A press release.
Right.
To try and get people to start squawking.
Right. Make no mistake. We asked you to stop reading because it was painful to listen to you read.
Well, that, and I was getting bored from my own story, so that
it was hard.
Yeah.
It's got to be a paragraph.
Yeah,
it's a long
that was
one.
obviously. It's so much shorter until you put it on his phone. Then it's like 17 pages.
Okay, so I need you to cap it at 5
So I
sentences.
start reading.
For Boots' fun facts.
Hawk to a girl bad.
No good. Take money.
I like her. I like she spit.
She's a very nice lady.
All right, news button, please, over there, Booty.
I need to make sure it's the right
From
one.
the four corners of the world, all the cigar industry news you could possibly need. The Cigar Hustler Podcast Report with Mike 2.
Scrim by Hunch launches supervillain series cutters. Today, Scrim by Hunch is launching a new supervillain series, a collection of handled designs featuring iconic movie bad guys made via Scrimshaw.
Okay.
How do you feel about Scrimshaw?
Is that the end of the article?
No, I'm asking.
I don't even know who Scrimshaw is.
I don't know what it is either. I thought maybe you would know.
No.
The first in the series pays tribute to Darth Vader from the Star Wars franchise and uses water buffalo horn handles that show the character. Oh, Scrimshaw maybe is some type of artwork from Antlers, maybe?
Okay. I thought that was a company.
Scrim by Hutch, but made via Scrimshaw.
Okay.
So Scrim is the name of the company.
All right.
Scrimshaw is some type of process, apparently. Uses water buffalo horn handles that show a character's iconic helmet on one side and the Death Star on the other. Between the handles sits a Cigar Phantom Cutter body named for its black blades and body. The cutter uses 440C stainless steel and a Rockwell HRC 57 rating and can clip the cap off a cigar up to a 60 ring gauge while being able to cut 54 ring gauges in half.
Okay.
It looked cool. It's going to look good on the picture. First model referred to as supervillain number 1 is priced at $450. Definitely made out of some type of antler material or something.
Or overpriced, but go ahead.
And comes with a round black leather pouch. It's limited to 100 pieces that are being produced on a made-to-order basis. Rick Hutchins, owner of Scrim by Hutch, has not yet announced future characters to be portrayed in the series, but has extended the invitation for consumers to suggest which ones they would like to see featured in future designs. So he has no idea what he's doing.
Okay, so we're making a villain series, but we don't have a villain series, just to review.
Correct.
We just got the one.
Yes.
It's a Darth Vader cutter.
Darth Vader Death Star combo.
Okay, and is that approved by Disney? Like, what? Or we
I don't know. It doesn't say. You would think it would be, though.
Or we're just doing it.
I don't know. You'd think he'd have to approve. Disney's not somebody who just goes, let him have it.
Just go ahead and do it. Yeah, it's no big deal.
That's not Disney.
Right. Yeah. I got questions. I have questions.
Right. Who knows what Rick's doing over there? Cigar Family Academy of Arts opens in the Dominican Republic. We had this story a couple of weeks ago. They were planning this. They've opened their first school.
It's official.
It's official. The Cigar Family Charitable Foundation, a non-profit founded by the families that own Arturo Fuente and J.C. Newman. They have all that money now.
Right.
From their imaginary cigar.
Impossible, slightly possible.
Yes. Has formally opened its latest project, the Cigar Family Academy of Arts. For more than 5 years, the foundation has been working on this project, a major expansion at the 23-acre facility. The main school offers a free K-12 education to 440 students in Banao, Dominican Republic, located minutes away from Chateau de Fuente Farm that grows tobacco for Fuente. You think these kids also work at the farm?
It's possible.
It's not impossible.
It's not impossible.
Beyond the free education, it also provides after-school activities like sports, karate, art, medical care, and the students for the students, and oftentimes their families, as well as other social services. Students are selected via a lottery. Oh, so it's sort of like
rigged.
Maybe.
All lotteries are rigged.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But the school is not large enough to accommodate all the educational needs in the area, so only some.
Well, of course it's not capable of doing that.
Just the few, chosen few. Nearly a decade ago, plans began to add vocational schools for elder care and hospitality, two fields with significant demand in the Dominican Republic. Coinciding with those plans was the Cigar Family Academy of Arts. The arts project has received special attention from Hublot, a Swiss watch brand, and Arturo Sandoval, the Grammy-winning artist.
I'm sorry. Can you tell me that watch company one more time?
Hublot, Hublot.
Hublot.
Well, how do you say it?
Hublot.
Hublot?
Yeah, dude. That's Hublot.
Hublot. I guess you could go that. I like Hublot.
Oh, my goodness.
Go on Hublot. I'm sorry, it's not phonetically spelled on the paper. I don't know these fancy watch people.
How do you not know what Hublot is?
I still don't know. You even said the name right.
I should have asked if Boots could pronounce that name properly, too. But
No, you keep going.
How do you not know what Hublot is?
I still don't know. You can say the name as many times as you want. I don't know.
Really?
Yes, I wear a Amazon watch.
Do you?
Yes.
Does it tell you what time it is?
It also tells me how I sleep, if I'm breathing, and my heart rate.
Oh.
Not to mention my steps and my oxygen level in my blood.
How much oxygen level do you have right now?
I'd have to pull it up and look.
Probably not a
It's
lot.
not right on the show.
It's Hublot.
Hublot.
It's hublotted. The new facility includes an amphitheater for performance as well as 4 other buildings that will be dedicated to music, arts, and dance. Sandoval, who will receive the prestigious Kennedy Center honors on Sunday, December 8th, inaugurated the amphitheater following the initial announcement about the Academy's opening.
Okay.
The Fuente and Newman families operate the Cigar Family Charitable Foundation in a somewhat unique way, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
I want to thank all the cigar enthusiasts around the world who support CFCF and the children and families it serves through the generous donations or by purchasing a Toast Across America pack, said Eric Newman of J.C. Newman, because the Fuente and Newman families underwrite all of CFCF's operating costs. Every dollar raised goes directly to help children in need. Which one of them is Eric? I've never heard of Eric Newman.
Eric? I think that's the son, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought Bobby was his son.
I think he's running everything now.
Eric?
Yeah.
No, Bobby Jr. is running everything.
Oh, I thought Eric was running things.
I'm guessing Eric might just be in charge of the school.
I don't think so.
No?
Mm-mm.
All right.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
How do you feel about that?
How do you feel about that,
okay, so like you went through the whole article and you didn't stop to break about any of it. Like we didn't get to
Well,
talk.
yeah, we did because you made fun of the way I pronounced Hublot.
You read the whole thing. So like.
So now we talk about it again. How do you feel about that?
Oh my God.
Where did you want me to stop?
Okay. All right. I think it's a good thing. Whatever. I'm getting frustrated.
Where did you want me to stop? It's a float article.
It's fine. This is turned into you just reading things, and then when it's done, like whatever.
This is the way we've always done it.
Okay.
I understand we're doing things different now.
Now we have interactions throughout the article as you're talking, but like now you just read the whole thing, and okay, great.
We stopped in the middle when you made fun of the way I said a word.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, great.
Supreme Leaf Royal Perfecto coming in early 2025.
Next article.
I just read the title for the next article.
Perfect.
Supreme Leaf Royal Perfecto coming in early 2025.
Mm-hmm.
A Royal Perfecto?
Supreme Leaf Royal.
Oh, that's the name of the cigar, and then the size is Perfecto.
Yes, I'm gathering.
Okay.
He's very angry now.
I'm not angry. You're angry.
I am angry.
Aganorsa Leaf Supreme Leaf will be starting in 2025 with a new size as the company announces the addition of the Royal Perfecto, a 5.5 by 52 Figurado that will be released in the early part of the new year.
So the size is a Royal Perfecto.
Yes, I don't know what the difference between a Perfecto and a Royal Perfecto, unless it has a crown on it.
It's probably bigger.
5.5 by 52, is that a standard Perfecto size?
That's kind of small, yeah.
So maybe Royal is smaller?
I guess. 5 by 50 is your standard Perfecto, right? Anything above that's usually a Grand Perfecto, like a 6 by 52 or whatever.
So it doesn't matter if it's...
So it's an in-betweeny.
Yeah, it's a 5.5 instead of a 5.
I mean, look, it's the cigar industry. We'll name it whatever the hell we want to name it, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a Royal Perfecto.
They should have just named it the Royal Giraffe.
And what? Yeah, right.
That'd have to be really long.
So it's the Supreme. What are they doing now?
It's a Supreme
Leaf Royal Perfecto.
Gotcha.
Now I don't know if a Supreme Leaf is now Royal or the
Right.
Perfecto is Royal. Right?
Gotcha.
It's hard. There's no comma in the.
It could be the Supreme Leaf Royal,
Right.
and it could be the Supreme Leaf Royal Perfecto.
Correct.
Right.
Could go either way.
And we don't know.
We don't know.
I guess when we see a box, we'll see if it says Royal Perfecto on the bottom right corner.
Well, there is a picture of the box with the story, and it reads all as Supreme Leaf Royal Perfecto, all as forward straight.
Oh,
across.
yeah, they just didn't.
So we still don't know.
identify it.
We still don't know.
So Aganorsa didn't want to spring for the comma, is what you're saying.
Right.
Well, hold on. So the opening line of the story is, will be starting 2025 with a new size, comma, as the company announces the addition of the Royal Perfecto, comma.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Okay.
So I'm guessing the Perfecto is Royal, not the Leaf.
Right. It's a Supreme Leaf.
Still Supreme Leaf, same colors,
Right.
that terrible orangey purple
Right.
stuff.
Going back to that well.
Yes.
Again.
And now it's a Royal Perfecto.
Royal. I don't hate the colors.
I
think
like the orange and
I think the
purple.
colors are fun.
Yeah, I know, but I think it's overplayed.
It does seem a bit
I
redundant.
liked it the first time.
I actually get kind of excited when I see that cigar.
Even the second time.
That's where I was going, but I got distracted for him being excited when he sees the box.
I like colors.
I like.
No, I like when I see the cigar. Like that's
cigar.
their best cigar. I mean, it's
But
great.
this is a different cigar.
It's just a different size.
I would agree with you that that's probably their best cigar.
Yeah.
Supreme Leaf, it's probably the best one they make. What do you think the best Aganorsa cigar is that they make? You're not a huge fan. Okay.
It's either it's that one. There is no other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Supreme Leaf is definitely the best one.
So basically, they're building a line of cigars, one Vitola at a time.
Yeah, I mean that's fine, I guess, to some degree. They're doing a limited edition run. I think that where it's kind of gotten watered down is the fact that they've done all of these other things that are incorporated with the name Leaf, right? You get the rare leaf, the super rare leaf, the Cameo leaf.
Yeah, so it kind of takes away from what you're saying.
Yeah. So I think if they had just stuck with that, if they had just stuck with Supreme Leaf,
right,
and they did different series releases of that, I think that it would be more valid, Terrence.
Oh, there's that.
Demand for Supreme Leaf continues to grow, and we are committed to releasing the same incredible blend in a new format with each release to showcase how each size creates a unique experience, said Terrence Riley, VP of Sales and Marketing for Aganorsa Leaf via press release.
I think that's true.
I think people do clamor for this when it comes out. I think they're still getting excited.
As well as overseas demands. I believe that there's more overseas demand for the Supreme Leaf.
Right, they've just started doing that at the whatever that show was that they just had over there.
Yeah, that one show.
Well, they showed all the cigars and all the stuff that we can't get over here.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at him. He got it right.
I knew it. I was just waiting to plug it in. Good job, Boots.
Good job.
Boy.
Yeah, no problem.
The last Supreme Leaf Perfecto was launched in 2023, was a massive hit because of the distinctive complexity of flavor. So they put one out last year, the Perfecto worked really well. Let's do it again.
Let's royal it up.
Right. Let's add a half.
So what was the size of the Perfecto last year?
Probably because somebody rolled them wrong or something. Oh, man, this is the wrong size.
What are we going to do with these 5.5 by 52s? You know what? Just call them royal.
Yeah.
What was the...
sorry, I was trying to read to see where it was mentioned. It was a 6 by 54.
That's a big one.
So this one's smaller.
Right.
Half a size smaller. 6 by 54 Perfecto in a shorter format, which led to the creation of the Royal Perfecto.
Mm-hmm.
People asked for it, it says. Oh. He went on to say the fans of the Supreme Leaf line requested the experience of the original... They requested the experience of the original 654 Perfecto in a shorter format. So people said, you know what, this is good, but it's a little too much. I need smaller.
I need a half an inch smaller?
Yeah, I need a half inch less, please.
And a smaller gauge, 52 instead of 54.
Oh, so.
Yes.
What's normally 52?
Well,
smaller than a 54.
Your Robusto is your average, even though technically Robusto is a 50 gauge.
Right.
Your more common Robusto size is a 52.
52, right.
Yeah.
Do you really think people have been asking?
No.
You know what, Terrence, this is good, but I need a little bit smaller. It's too much.
Well, we're going to make you Robusto, but we're going to call it a Royal Perfecto.
And make the end pointy.
It could have been one guy.
Could have been.
You know what I mean?
That would be they.
Yeah.
Kind of awkward to say him asked.
Terrence could have been at an event and said, so what do you think about that? And the guy probably said, it would be awesome if it was just a little bit smaller. And he goes, okay. Boom. And then here we are, Supreme Leaf 5.5 by 52 Royal Perfecto.
Yeah, the only Royal Perfecto in the cigar.
Ooh, sounds very exciting. The size is designed to offer a subtle and focused first third before transitioning to a richer, full-bodied middle section, while the final third tapers back down and concentrates the flavors once again.
Does he recommend microdosing while you take it?
What? I don't understand.
The Royal Perfecto will be available for retailers to order in January, Riley told Cigar Hustler Podcast. The goal is to have the cigars on store shelves in late February or early March.
Excellent.
This marked the 10th size in the
10th
in the line, which debuted in March of 2020. So in 4 years, they've come out with 10 sizes.
Holy moly!
Of the Supreme Leaf.
But I thought they only come out once a year.
Apparently not.
Apparently not.
It's 2024.
Oh, we have the breakdown of when each one came out.
Oh.
Supreme Leaf Robusto 5x52 was the original one back in March of 2020. Supreme Leaf Toro followed in July of 2020. Supreme Leaf Corona then jumped to the next year, a long time, February of 2021. And then the Torpedo, and then a bigger Robusto, a 5x54, and then a bigger Toro. Oh, a smaller Toro, sorry. 6x54 was the original. 6x52 was the second one. And now the Perfecto is 6x54 in December. Supreme Leaf Grand Robusto.
All right, dude.
Was...
well, a bunch of different sizes.
So basically every 4 to 6 months.
Yeah.
Sometimes only 2. Oh, February to March. The Grand Robusto came out in February, and then the Rothschild came out in March.
Yeah, you got to keep banging.
Apparently. Keep riding his horse till it dies on us there.
That's it.
All right. Alex Goldman joins Brandshopper, cigarpage.com parent company.
This is interesting.
Brandshopper.
Yeah.
Yes. It sounds like one of those shopping newspapers you get at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Right. That's what it sounds like. I can tell by the way he said it.
I was like, what is that?
Alex Goldman, a longtime executive in the cigar industry, has been named Chief Operating Officer of Brandshopper, LP, the parent company of Cigar Page.
Mm-hmm.
His first day at the Bath, PA-based company was Monday, December 2nd. Goldman joins Brandshopper after more than 3 years at Quality Imports Trading Company, a Weston, Florida-based company that focuses on cigar accessories and owns the right to brands like Zycar and Cigar Caddy and Humidor Supreme Hydra. Ooh, Hail Hydra. Hail Hydra. Stinky and others. Don't I know this guy's name from somewhere?
Yeah, you actually do. And, we're going to tap on this very briefly here because it's an interesting topic. It really is. And I do feel like it's definitely more Patreon content that we can kind of discover here. But in a news article from Cigar Aficionado on October 5th, 2018, tobacco distributor Alex Goldman sentenced to 3 years for tobacco tax fraud.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Hold on.
Same guy, right?
Same name?
Yeah.
What are the odds there's 2 guys with the same name in the cigar industry?
Former president of House of Oxford sold untaxed tobacco products to an undercover ATF agent, at one point wore a wiretap for the ATF at an industry trade show. Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let me make sure I'm following. Alex Goldman was wearing the wiretap.
Correct.
Oh.
Both just to kind of briefly surmise here, both House of Oxford and Goldman agreed to civil forfeiture of approximately $14 million in assets, including cash investments, sports cars, real estate, rare artwork, and jewelry. Goldman and House of Oxford were sentenced on September 20th. Goldman has been registered at the Federal Correctional Institute in Otisville, New York, and he will report there soon to begin his sentence.
So that was 2018?
Yep.
3 years? He was sentenced to 3 years?
Yeah, probably, good behavior. Probably got out early.
18 to 19, 19 to 20. Let's figure 2 years.
Year and a half. It's usually half.
Yeah. He found himself at, Quality Importers for a little bit. And now he's at Cigar Page with the former owner of Cigar.com.
Oh, here it is. Prior to his time at Quality Importers, he worked at his family's companies, House of Oxford and Mom's Cigars.
Mom's?
No, it's totally different Moms.
Totally different Moms.
Yeah.
But this ties it in. House of Oxford, which is where he was when he was committing fraud.
Yeah.
14 million.
I heard some fascinating stories about PCA, and I have some questions. I'm very intrigued about all of this. Like I'm curious to see where this goes and how it kind of develops.
So we're gonna talk about this more on the Patreon. You said
we're gonna cover some of these things, yeah, for sure.
So this guy got arrested, and now they're making him in charge of a new company.
Well, yeah, I mean, Cigar Page isn't really notoriously known for its appropriate behavior,
right?
So.
Is it Brandshopper is one of the fastest growing businesses in the cigar world, run by an alleged felon.
Right.
The company was launched by Keith Meyer, the founder and former head of Cigars International. It currently has 3 different...
Cigars International. I'm sorry, I think I said cigar.com.
You said Cigar Page, which
no,
is...
he did say
right.
cigars.com.
Oh, did he?
He corrected
Okay, so they have 3 websites, cigarpage.com, fieldsupply.com, an outdoor retailer, and wingsupply.com, a hunting retailer.
Right.
So cigars looks like guns and hunting supplies.
Mm-hmm. Interesting acquisition.
Yes.
Yeah. I have questions.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay. So what else you got?
Plasencia creates unique Culebra for Year of the Snake.
Culebra.
Culebra. For Year of the Snake. The Spanish word for snake is not this, actually. I looked it up. It's not actually this word.
Snake.
Okay.
Culebra.
Do you know what it is? You know what? You know the type of
it's
cigar
the three
is?
cigars that are intertwined together. Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
Do you know why it was originally created?
It was something to do with the people smoking or something. They were only allowed one cigar to take out or something, so they wrap three together and then they get it out.
Correct.
Right. Special meeting for cigar smoker in February. Chinese New Year will ring in the upcoming year of the snake on the Chinese zodiac calendar, and therefore cigar companies are beginning to announce new releases for the year of the snake. So far, Plasencia is the first to incorporate a culebra as part of the release. Each box of Plasencia El Año de la Culebra Edición Limitada 2025. Look, just let me go, okay? Includes 2 types of cigars. 8 of the cigars are 7x40 Lanceros, and the other 2 cigars are twisted. So there's only 2.
Only 2 cigars in that?
Yes, it says most of those are made with 3 cigars twisted together, though this isn't the first to use the 2-cigar concept. We just can't afford it. It's just to get to the
Plasencia can afford it. Believe me.
Yeah, but you can't afford to pay what I would have to have.
Ah, gotcha.
To make the cigar.
What's the retail on that thing?
Yes, this is why $490 a box.
You're kidding me. How many are in a box?
10.
So it's a $50 cigar.
$49 a cigar.
Holy moly!
So I'm telling you, if we put in a 3, it's over $500.
Wow, man, that's crazy.
Welcome to the 2025, the year of the expensive cigars.
I feel like 2024 was the year of this the expensive cigar.
We thought so.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, more often the majority of the 2024 cigars that came out, a lot of those higher end ones, they're about 150.
Right.
Well, now we're down to 50.
That is a super limited cigar, though, right? That's what they're saying.
What's that?
How many, did it say how many boxes they made?
3,000.
That's not. So
wait, production limited 6,000 boxes. 3,000 of those boxes. Yeah, they're making 6,000. Only half of them's coming here. The other half's going to Europe.
Gotcha. So you're gonna have 3,000 in the United States market.
Well, because usually a culebra is only bought for like a birthday or some special event with you and your friend.
Really?
I mean, I've been giving them for my birthday.
Okay. Birthday cigar? Did you smoke it on your birthday?
With Pedro and Jason one time. Yep.
Was it the Drew Estate one?
It was a black box with red writing.
Drew Estate.
Yeah, maybe.
Drew Estate.
Okay.
Featuring elegant Lancer, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Each cigar reflects the artistry and precision of our master roller, says Nestor Plasencia in a press release. A representative from Plasencia did not immediately return an email from Half Wheel. This was Half Wheel this time. Seeking comment on the report. The 5th consecutive year Plasencia has made a cigar for the Chinese zodiac calendar.
There you go. 30,000 are made. Limited edition. 3,000 box of 10.
We're going to skip the next story because we're running long because we have to do the last story.
30,000 in the U.S.?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Right. Okay, what's the last story?
The last story, Luciano Cigars and Adel Cigar Company in distribution. Is it Adel or ATL?
ATL.
Is it ATL? It's not Adel?
Adel.
They're in Georgia.
Luciano Cigars and ATL Cigar Company announces that they have seen our show and now realize who they are doing business with. I mean, they've agreed to end the distribution agreement as of December 16th, but the two companies will remain partners in the production of ATL cigars. In a press release, the two companies called the relationship a blind attempt at an alleged takeover. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, that's different. That's the next story. Sorry. They called it a fruitful and transformative collaboration, but both companies are embracing fresh opportunities for growth and innovation and are moving forward, maintaining a strong relationship rooted in mutual respect and collaboration. Ooh.
I want to tap on that too. Who said that? Who said that quote right there?
Who's number one? A Cigar Hustler, the podcast.
That doesn't match.
It doesn't
right
fit.
Yeah.
It doesn't say, just ATL doesn't say who at ATL.
Okay.
Said that.
Oh.
Can somebody give me an ATL?
Well, you said in the beginning that somebody said it to Half Wheel, right?
Can somebody
No.
get?
I didn't mention Half Wheel. Sorry. Go ahead.
I just want to talk to an ATL guy. Can somebody get me an ATL guy on the phone so I can see what the hell's going on?
Right.
I want to get some intel here and get their point of view. Because everything that I've heard as far as perspective and point of view has all been very interesting in regard to Luciano. But for whatever reason, mum's the word on this side of the field, even though I have heard rumors about other things. So let's talk more about that on the Patreon, too.
Oh, I was going to say, what rumors have you heard?
Mm-hmm.
Luciano Company has been instrumental in growing ATL from a regional brand to a recognized name in the cigar world. Said, Leroy Lamar, president. Well, he said this. Leroy Lamar, president of ATL Cigars. In a press release, he was overheard saying, "Did he leave yet? Someone please come save me." He went allegedly. He went on to report their commitment to quality and excellence has been pivotal to our success as we enter this exciting new chapter. What is it?
I don't know, man.
Who are these people?
I think that news article has taken a long time to come out.
Oh, you don't think it just happened?
No, I mean, I think that there's been a lot of ongoing challenges there. But they're not. But mom's the word. Nobody's really speaking.
Isn't the way all these things always end up happening, though? The breakups?
Yeah, I mean, we can go into further detail about it later.
Okay. As we enter this new chapter, we're equally excited to continue working with Luciano Cigars as our manufacturing partner. He keeps saying he owns a factory, and but we've never seen it. Ensuring the integrity and excellence of our products remained allegedly. ATL Cigar Company and Luciano Cigars began their distribution agreement in November of 2022. Mm-hmm. Luciano Cigars U.S. distribution operation. This agreement coincide, blah, blah, blah. And it's just, Lamar told Half Wheel that it will be taking distribution in-house as we have no more money, and we began reaching out to retailers on December 16th with information on how to place orders.
I think it's a smart move to go in-house.
I think so, too. I mean, what are they going to do now? I mean...
You can't, you need to build your own destiny.
I have heard of them because... we've done stories about them.
Right.
I've never seen one in a shop, though.
Yeah, I think that they're probably more Georgia market in that realm.
Or north, not Florida at all, huh?
You know, but it's very possible. Look, do you know any Luciano accounts in this area?
No.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that cares.
Well, I'm sorry. They did have him at Blend and Barrel till Shia got there, then he got rid of him.
Right.
So they had him there.
Yeah. That was the extent of it. So that would have been the only opportunity where you would have came across the ATL, I guess, right?
Yeah, so they might still have that there. I don't know.
Right.
Okay. I've never really seen these cigars before.
All right.
All right, I got a shop of the week and a listener of the week, then we are out of here.
Okay, tell me.
Shop of the week, BL Luxuries.
Yes.
They have several different names. It's a little confusing.
Maybe they're going through a little bit of an identity thing.
No, I think they have a couple of different type things. Like I think they have an online thing where it's named something else, and then they have the shop, and then they're something else.
Gotcha.
That sounds familiar.
So we'll get some clarification on that, and we'll re-announce it on the next show.
Sure. Listener of the week is Joshua Richter. He's from the Manstream podcast.
Richter, that sounds familiar.
Nice.
There was just a post. He just posted in the Postania group. You might have seen it there.
Oh, okay.
Right before the show. I was supposed to do that show this week, but the samples got delayed in the mail, and they showed up a day late.
It always happens when it comes to
this time of year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
UPS is or USPS is like, yeah, you know what? We're a lot of packages. We're not going to go so fast.
Well, you remember Romatron? We can't send to Canada. Canada can't go there. Oh. Romatron got that lighter.
Right.
It went to his local postal distribution center and then back to Texas.
Really?
Yeah. This guy's cigars got up to his local place and then went to St. Louis. He thought, oh, great, they're going to show up on Thursday. They're just, they're just a couple of miles away. And then he checked it on Friday when they didn't show, and he goes, well, they're in St. Louis.
Wow.
It's because you paid $15 for shipping, so you had to use up all of it.
So you're going to be on the show?
It's going to be January now.
Gotcha.
Yes. We confirmed today, actually, it's going to be the 10th, I believe it was. That's a Friday.
Very nice.
Yes.
Look forward to hearing you on that one.
Yeah, because it's not a cigar show.
Right.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I've talked to him on the phone a couple of times. Seems like a good guy. We get along really well. It'll be a good time. There's like 4 of them on the show.
Awesome. All right, that wraps us up, right?
All right, we got to go. Thank you very much. Appreciate everybody listening. This is 365 over there, Boots.
Oh, yeah.
All right, episode 365. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Goodbye.